Hello and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Renee, and if you're returning, what an honor to have you here. So today's video, I'm so excited about this because this is something I've been getting more and more passionate over the year of 2025, and then going into 2026, I'm like going full scale and making it happen. So let's talk about it. First of all, this is not my idea in any way. I will tag the lady who I believe created this idea, and it obviously took off on the internet. I am one of probably millions doing this, so I just wanted to say that. Second of all, I fear this does start with the brick for myself. Now I know there's tons of people that are gonna say I don't need something, I have self-control to stay off my phone. That's lovely, but as someone who can't just delete all the social media apps because I do post and share and I'm actively working on that, the brick is life-saving for me, because if I delete the apps all the time, I have to re-download to post my video every day. It's a pain, okay? And this handy little gadget, you simply tap, it bricks whatever apps you like it to, and then you can go about your day, and you have to go tap it again if you want to access them. So this has been lifesaver for me. It's literally saving me hours a day on my phone. I didn't even know it works with more than one phone, and my husband's been using it too, and it's been really nice for both of us. So 10 out of 10 recommend. I've had it for a week now, and my phone time is literally in half. But what we're here to talk about is what's in my analog bag. Analog bag is, like I said, a creation of Cece, I believe her name is, and I love following her. It's basically things to do instead of scroll, to replace a habit. Instead of just kicking a habit, you need something to replace it with, something for your hands to get busy with, and that's what the analog bag is. And I've had mine for about a week, and I'm loving it, and it's working because in the evenings I have something to do. So what's in mine? Because everyone has different things in theirs, and that's the fun part. You just get to create whatever you want. First off is a very easy hobby that I recommend if you aren't into a lot of hobbies. It's coloring, and I know it sounds dumb, but listen here. There is a million coloring books you can get. You can get coloring books that are like your taste entirely. My necklace is switched around because my child grabbed some butterfly. So I grabbed this one at Walmart. It's called Enemies to Lovers, and it's a romantasy coloring book. I have colored only this much. I started another one last night. Nothing inappropriate, I do want to mention, because I know sometimes romantasy stuff, people could be like, what's in there? There's literally nothing inappropriate. I'm obsessed with this book, and I think it was about $6 at Walmart. It was on sale. And then I also have colored pencils in here, which I'm going to be trying some markers instead, because with it being like a fantasy vibe, I feel like it would be very cool to have markers for a lot more of a dark look. One thing I have is, of course, a book. If you're not a reader, just find something to replace this. I've seen girls doing crossword puzzles, like so many cool things. So I'm reading Kristen Hanna's True Colors. I'm about 3 chapters in. I'm really loving it. It's got a ranch horse element to it, which if you guys watch more of my videos, you know it's totally my thing. I'm really obsessed with this book. I think it's super good, but I love anything Kristen Hanna. Her books are always amazing to me. My goal is to read 12 books this year, which isn't that hard for me. I'm a really fast reader, but I'm trying to like space it out to where hopefully I read one monthly and I don't just read so many books and burn myself out. So I'm kind of doing a monthly book. Things I have in here that kind of go in and out are my planner and my journal. Now, Cece mentioned having these in here to where she doesn't have to access her phone for her calendar, as well as like if she has a brain thought that she's like, wow, I need to look that up later on my phone, jot it in your journal. Can confirm this works, because so many times when I'm trying to limit my screen time, I'll be like, I have to grab my phone and Google this or look up this or put this in my shopping cart. I no longer have to do that. I can just write it down. This year, planner, self-explanatory, but I did not get a new journal. I'm still using one that I had, and this year I kind of brain dumped into it. It's also like my devotional journal. It's everything. I decided to put everything in one journal, not care if it's all mixed together. I don't think I'm ADHD, but I'm very type B, so I tend to be like, oh, I have a journal for this and a journal for this, and then I get overwhelmed and I don't journal at all. So this year we're writing, dumping, journaling, note-taking, everything in one book. Now, as far as hobbies go, I have a couple more in here. One of these is crocheting. Now, my grandma taught me basics when I was little, but I'm talking super basics. I don't have it with me, but I made my daughter a scarf this week. This is my first week with the brick, And in all of that free time, because I have a lot more free time than I thought I did, I've gotten a lot of cleaning done, and I made her a little scarf from Granny Squares. Honestly, I don't know what I'm doing here. I picked up 2 random things of yarn, and I'm probably just gonna make this into Granny Squares, and then I'll see what I do with it. My upcoming project, which I don't know if it'll be this month or next month, is going to be a bag, which I'm very excited to make. But crocheting is a hobby that I picked up this year. Last hobby thing that I picked up is embroidery. Now, I do know how to embroider. This is not new for me. I embroidered so much when I was a kid, but I have kind of a cool thing that I'm doing. So one thing with embroidery that I feel like is there's really only so many uses for it. You can embroider things you have or things you make, but it's not like sewing or crocheting where you can really make something, which is hard for me because I would say embroidery is in my like top favorite hobbies. So what I am doing is on my little analog bag, I am planning to do maybe one monthly. I haven't decided. I want this all to be flexible and just kind of flow with whatever, but this is this month's. It's very smeary. I transferred it myself, is what's going down in the corner. So I just chose flowers for something fun. Flowers are really fun to embroider. That is my one for this month. So that's what I'm doing this month for embroidery. And then I'm kind of planning to, like I said, add something maybe for each month. So that would have 6 on this side and then 6 on the other side. And I think it would be fun because my analog bag does not need to match anything. I'm not gonna carry it around like a purse. So I can be as weirdly creative as I want to. If I want to embroider a bear next to the flowers, I can do that. So I just want to do what inspiration strikes. I think often a hard part of creating for me and a hard part of hobbies is I feel like things need to flow together and match well, and I have a lot of different styles and designs and things I love going on inside my brain. So to be able to do some flowers, and then if I want to do a sword next to it or a dragon, I can. So that's kind of where I'm going with my analog bag, is like something fun on it. Maybe in 6 months I'll tell you I'm not doing that and I filled it all up already for the year, but this is really fun. I did all of this last night in just a bit, and I'm really having fun getting back into embroidery. Things that I'm planning to change out or do different monthly is, like I said, a new read, a new embroidery project. The crocheting situation, since I don't know what I'm doing with it, I'm giving myself a very free, like, crochet as I want to and as I feel like it, and I have been really enjoying it. I just don't want to push myself on it. I want to really enjoy it. Like I said, my next project is a bag, and I'm really excited to make it, but I just want to take my time and get decently good before I move on to a bag. I don't want my bag to look really ratchet, which it probably still will, but that's okay. So I'll be trading out my read, my embroidery project, adding any fun project. I want to get some type of monthly print media to put in here other than a book. One of my thoughts is a magazine. I think a magazine would be really cool. Change it out monthly. I have not happened upon the perfect magazine for myself. I might look into seeing if there's something like fashion that I would enjoy looking at. I really do enjoy reading, and I loved reading as a kid, so that's not hard for me. The entire purpose of this bag and of the brick for me is just to get off my phone and live more life in 2026. And I was trying before, but I want to just continue trying and trying and trying. I think that our brains are so cooked by social media. My generation, we've been scrolling since we were like 15 years old, and a lot of people even younger than that. My parents were just really strict about it till I was older. This bag will probably do things like go along camping this summer, because I feel like it'll be nice for just chill days when we're just hanging out and I want to do something fun. Right, this is my analog bag. Like I said, you can put literally anything in it. I just wanted to share for inspiration because I watched 1,000 of these videos, and then I kind of took that inspiration and went and made my own. This is my analog bag, and I'm gonna try to update you monthly on what's changed and maybe like my little embroidery projects. I will put a link in the description to Brick that gets you 10% off. It does not earn me anything. I went and double checked on that. I don't get anything. It just gives you 10% off. Here's to 2026 being offline and creating more with our hands.